Hello, my name is Gerbsnail, and today we are box breaking in the farm. Yes, this is something that I've wanted to do quite a long time now, but it wasn't until this season that we've been able to do it, because we can finally use our weapons and abilities in here. So, it's gonna be hunter only for now, because we have to grapple fly, and we are going to be in the orbital station mission. Let me turn on my HUD again here. Yes, it's oh, I'm not exiting to desktop. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to tell you right now, to start off, this is not an easy thing to pull off. Yes, dialogue. I already turned off my dialogue because it's quite loud. Anyways, so normally in the mission, you're going to like head up over there after hitting your, after like finishing this section, but instead, there's a second portal entrance up over there. And I don't know if it's ever used or what's up with that, but it's a thing that we can get to, and there's actually some cool stuff here. So, anyways, and of course, you always have a false start when you start your grapple flying for whatever reason. But yeah. I don't know if I'm going to keep the live commentary from here. If you just start hearing an abrupt change to future Gerbsnail, that is because I could not keep up with talking while grapple flying. But yeah, we're just going to make our way along here. I'm actually going to switch to my definitely not a flex conditional finality, purely because that triangle reticle you see there is actually really useful, because it's generally the like aim assist radius of what you can have to keep going on to your grapple point. But yeah, you're just going to want to make your way along here. Forgot if I already mentioned, but if you ever mess up, once we even hit like solid ground up there, it's done. You are, oh, you are fucking, okay. I saved it. I got a bad USB cable, so I've got to keep my like hands perfectly still while I'm doing this as well. This is not the scenario you want to have. But yeah, we're just gonna keep going along here. I almost just messed up there. You want to always have full grapple when you make a new point. I'm actually going a little bit off track here. I need to figure out... Ah, okay. Yep, glad I did that. That is one thing. In the fog here, it's a little bit hard to see what you're doing and where you're going, and it's only gonna get worse. Alright, we're almost there. Let's see here. Charm tutorial still gonna happen eventually, but Mont has yet to update the tool, and I want to wait to make it until we've got the new version. But I'm still planning on that, and still planning on doing a live stream for at least the map section, because the map section is a lot more involved. And the reason why I'm doing it in the first place also, I am so glad I'm here because I just royally messed up. But we made it. So, yeah. I don't know if this entrance is used, but if you want to take a detour and do that flight again, you just walk through, but otherwise you climb up top and just jump over. You'll see that in pre-recorded Gerbsnail footage, but for now, since I'm still live and I already recorded that part, we're gonna just go this way. So this is basically the Glycon. I don't know. Yeah, you'll see what I mean especially, so go through here. We've got this part, which it's got some cool stuff. I don't know if those are in the regular mission, and maybe you can get into this room going out of map. I'm not sure. I haven't tested yet. But if you go through here, you'll notice a very familiar room, especially if I drop down and look like this. That is literally the room from Glycon. And in fact, if we look over here, it still has the old like blood stains going into the door. So I think that's pretty funny. But if we keep going this way, things will start to get familiar again because would you look at that? It's the boss room. um, yeah, I'm not going to go through and actually finish this because I would like to stay sane, but I will at least kill these guys just to demonstrate the boss does in fact spawn here. Once I just turn around and go this way, this would be, yep, there we go. So yeah, boss thing is playing. If I had my music and audio on for the video, you would hear that it is completely silent music wise. There is no music. This is clearly a sequence break. So even if you were to beat this, like nblock and I did while we were in here on Master, you would know that it would not do anything. So I'm not even going to bother. I'm just going to die and we're going to return. So I think that's all I need to do for this segment. I'm not gonna be doing the full route here because I already have that recorded, and the flight is horrible. So, anyways, I'm gonna give it over to pre-recorded GURPS now, and see you at the end of the video. All right, so detour over. We're back here, and this time we're jumping over. As you can see, you teleport just straight out of the map. And we are out. By the way, that fall will kill you if you're here on Legend. Just letting you know. Anyways, now that we're out, we are headed over to that structure over there. That's the normal way that you would get into the orbital station. But we're just jumping over there because it's an easier spot to be for ascension and finding solid ground. So, nblock's starting the tether here. She is way better at grapple flying than I am, so she's taking the lead today. And yeah, you're gonna notice when you're out here that the bloom is very high, and I don't know why. It's just kind of weird lighting stuff. You can see the ascended plane down below you. Technically speaking, you can grapple fly all the way down from the bottom of the world in the ascended plane. Nothing would stop you, but it would be like 30-45 minutes of just grapple flying, and eventually the fog gets so thick that you won't be able to see your grapple points anymore, so yeah, not fun. We get a little bit of that fog, but to a much lesser extent, so still kind of a pain to deal with, as you'll see coming up later, but not as bad. Also, yes, I did mess up my grapple there, but it's fine because nblock's right there too, so I had max grapples. Just a casual reminder, of course, every time that you mess up and fall down, you have to start from the beginning. Which is gonna really suck in a second because, unfortunately, nblock does not make it. She just barely fell down, as you will see here in a couple seconds once we get over. But like I said, she's really good at it, so it wasn't too bad, but still kind of unfortunate. So yeah, just landing on top of this orbital platform. You see, we are now in the farm. Just going in and out, back and forth because the like directive trigger is like above us. I guess I don't know, but yeah, just make it down. You see nblock falling. It's so sad, but yeah, there we go. Now to wait. And through the power of movie magic, she's back. Although her cloak decided to stay. I love cloth physics. Anyways, now we begin our ascent. And this part is where you start encountering issues like being blinded by the skybox and other assorted fog layers and such. But it's not too bad. Basically, the way that you deal with the fog and such is that you just look straight up every time you put down a grapple point, and just stay really close to it, and you should be able to see like the outline. It's not too bad, but it's something you have to deal with. Yeah, just ascending here, and the fog layer has started. I don't know why I keep all this footage here in real time instead of speeding up. I don't know, maybe it makes me talk more. Who knows? But as you can see, it's getting harder and harder and harder to see those. But just like that, we're just almost out of the fog layer again. You see there, I accidentally grappled to nblock, but because I'm not the one making the points, it is fine that I mess up just slightly every now and then. And I just start climbing my own tethers because it's just honestly easier. So, yeah, great footage. Everybody's favorite. So, I don't know if that I have any more plans for videos this season, really. Although I said that the last time I did it, and here we are. But, yeah, I guess I should talk about how this was conceived. Of course, the only people that had previously been out of box in the farm have been the hackers, those who can just simply fly away. So JB was able to provide intelligence back from the Arrivals days when he was hacking on what is and isn't solid, and really the only thing solid out there are these wind turbines that you'll see us approaching here. Um, but yeah, and then last night JB pointed out that there's just no box here, and apparently there were a few meager attempts to try to do it, but nobody was insane enough to grapple fly all this way like nblock and I spent the time doing. Um, I might flash on screen here the like 2 hour mission timer from when we were here in Master. It was crazy, but yeah. As you can see here, I'm approaching the terrain layer. It's going to get a little bit hard to see. As you can see, nblock almost failed there, but quite the gamer, so we keep going. So as you can see, we're popping up sort of in front of the farm. You can see it there. And yeah, there is no box around there to our knowledge. There's just a zone where you had, like, there's a bunch of turnbacks and a zone where you can't use your abilities, so don't get too close to the farm. But generally speaking, you can pretty easily live out here. Um, Although that is given that you're able to grapple fly successfully. So, yeah. As you can see, there's a glowing white orb. No idea what that's about, but sure is a thing. You can see the weird terrain blending, but honestly, the view that you get from out of box is not too different from the view that you have from in box. There's not too much like terrain obstruction or anything that you usually see in the map. Like, that's honestly the reason why I do box breaks all day, is because, I mean, you get to see views that aren't normally, like, in the game, but with this one, there's nothing, so, yeah. Here we have nblock and I realizing that you can't do the normal emote combination that we normally do, just instead spinning around each other. But, yeah. So, anyways, that's pretty much it. I could show you more footage of me bouncing around between these turbines, but there really isn't too much else to it, really. There's nothing else solid. There's no interesting view or wacky thing, and here I am opening my emotes, I guess. Oh, yeah, it's because I wanted to. If you can tell, I wasn't supposed to go this long in this clip, but we're gonna roll with it because I still have a few more seconds. So there you go. There's me selfieing around, I guess. on here. But anyways, yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna end it, honestly. There's not too much else I can really show you or do, because there really isn't anything else. So that's it for now. I might make a part two showing off the Cabal interior. In fact, after I finish recording this, I'll go look into that Nefusia video in the next like day or couple hours. That'll be the part two. But yeah. Anyways, I guess thank you for watching. Um, uh, yeah, I'm sorry that this heralded thing isn't quite as exciting as we all want it to be, but really, this is it. Yeah. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Pretend there's a cool outro.